In this video, we will learn about useEffect hook in React. Let's first understand what is useEffect. In React, components should mainly focus on displaying UI, that is user interface. But real applications also need to perform tasks like fetching data from a server, updating the browser's tab title, reading or writing local storage, setting timers, and subscribing to events. These tasks are called side effects. UseEffect is the React hook used to perform side effects inside functional components. So, why do we need useEffect? Functional components are simple JavaScript functions. They run every time the component re-renders. If we place API calls or other logic directly inside the component body, it would run again and again, which is incorrect. UseEffect lets us say run this code only when React finishes rendering and only when certain values change. Let us see the syntax for the useEffect. It has two parts, a function where you write the side effect code and a dependency array tells React when to run the effect. Now let us see how useEffect works. After React renders the component on the screen, useEffect runs. React then watches the dependency array. If a dependency changes, effect runs again. And if nothing changes, effect does not run. We will see running useEffect only once. To run an effect only when the component loads, we use this. The empty array means no dependencies. So React runs only once. This is commonly used for API calls, initial data loading, and user authentication. Now running useEffect when data changes. This effect runs first time when component loads, again whenever count changes. Here is the visual flow diagram. Component render, useEffect runs. Did dependency change? If yes, run effect. If no, do nothing. Now we will see an example for updating page title. First we will import React hooks. Import useState useEffect from React. This line imports two hooks from React. useState used to store and update data, that is state. useEffect is used to perform side effects like updating title and API calls. Hooks allow functional components to have features that were earlier only in class components. This defines a functional component named counter in React. A component is just a JavaScript or TypeScript function. It must return JSX, that is UI. Now we will create a state variable. This creates a state variable. Count is the current value of the state. Set count is the function to update state. Use state number 0. This is the TypeScript type. Count must be a number and 0 indicates initial value. So initially count is equal to 0. This is the useEffect hook. This runs after every render when count changes. Parts are, first is callback function. This updates the browser tab title. For example, clicked 3 times. The next one is dependency array. This means run this effect only when count changes. Now returning to UI, that is JSX. This defines what appears on the screen. Here h2 count displays current count and button on click adds a click event. When button is clicked, set count updates state. React re-renders component, UI updates and useEffect runs again. Next we will export the component. This allows other files to use it. After running this program, the initial load on the screen will shown as count is 0. When you click on click me button, the count will become 1. And when you go on clicking one by one, it will keep increasing. Let's see the execution flow. First user clicks the button, set count plus 1. Here state changes, component re-renders, JSX updates UI and useEffect runs, browser title updates. From the interview point of view, you can explain this component in one line. This component uses useState to manage a counter and useEffect to synchronize the browser title with the current count whenever the state changes. UseEffect connects your React app to the outside world, the browser, the server, and external data. Without it, React would only show UI but could not interact with anything outside. So this is all about use effect. In the next video, we will see component lifecycle in function components.